Tonight on WCNC Charlotte at 11, investigators say a Hickory man is at the center of an international sex trafficking ring that stretches from the Charlotte airport to the Philippines, and it involves dozens of underage victims. The case, an example of a new effort to crack down on these crimes. WCNC Charlotte's Michelle Boudin has more on this exclusive story at Seeking Solutions.
Investigators say a Hickory man is in jail here in Catawba County on charges that he made regular trips to the Philippines to have sex with underage girls and that he documented it. And that's what led to his arrest. It is a case so egregious.
The conduct in this investigation really was despicable.
Just the language on the warrants is hard to read.
And heartbreaking. The number of children that have been victimized by this individual, it's almost beyond comprehension.
Mike Prado is the deputy special agent in charge of Homeland Security investigations and says Robert Parker, a 75-year-old retiree living in Hickory, regularly flew from Charlotte to the Philippines to have sex with young girls.
Made multiple trips to Manila for the purposes of purchasing children for sex.
It's called sex tourism, and Prado says it's a growing problem, so much so that agents from here are now stationed in Manila to help bring down the bad guys.
It's a thriving trade because of the money that's involved by Americans and others who do travel there.
Charlotte-based agents stationed in the Philippines have made 298 arrests this year, up from 246 in 2021. A tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children led police to Parker's Hickory home, where they say a search turned up thousands of disturbing photos. He's facing sexual exploitation of a minor charges.
It's not uncommon for individuals like this who engage in this type of terrible activity to document for later viewing when they're back home in the United States to make mementos of their sick conduct.
He says Parker also traded his photos to get access to more.
We found tens of thousands of images, not just of the children that he abused, but of other children that were being abused around the world and in the United States.
Prado says Parker worked with a woman referred to as an arranger.
This individual is a sex trafficker, taking disadvantaged, poverty-stricken children in the Philippines and subjecting them to just horrible acts of sexual abuse by predators, the majority of which come from the United States.
Prado says Parker led them to this arranger, and that led to a much bigger discovery.
Once we identified Parker, we were able to uncover a major sex trafficking ring.
After an intense year-long investigation, Parker was arrested at this bowling alley in Newton, where he was a regular in the senior league. People who played in the league with him describe him as, quote, different and difficult, and say they're not shocked by his arrest. Prado says of the 68 alleged victims, agents were able to rescue 16 and get them to safe houses.
Every child that's been abused has to be made whole again. I mean, they're really subjected to some of the most horrible, things that one can imagine.
The investigation is ongoing and more arrests are expected in the coming weeks, and Parker is expected to face additional charges. Reporting in Catawba County, Michelle Boudin, WCNC Charlotte.